So the title to my last upload ruffled a couple feathers, so to speak, and that's exactly why I named it what I named it, because I wanted to kind of annoy a couple people. It's mostly just to point fun at the never-ending Skitter XL versus Session war. Pretty much plagues my comments and has ever since I started uploading videos. You upload a Skitter XL video and it's full of people saying how Session's better. You upload a Session video, it's full of people saying how Skitter XL is better. It's just the way it is in the community. And so I like to poke fun at it sometimes with some of my titles and some of my video topics and whatnot. And I figured, you know what, I'm going to play both sides a little here. And so today we are on DH High School, which is complete recreation of the Session Schoolyard map in Skitter XL by DH13. And now we're going to be looking at a Session map that is better in Skitter XL. So if you didn't watch the last video, this is a complete switch up 180 where I was playing a Skitter XL map in Session. Now we're playing a Session map in Skitter XL. We've played this map before on the channel, but it is a really solid map and it actually improves upon a few aspects of the Session version of the map. But it is nice to come back to Skitter XL because, you know, this is the game that the channel started on, and I don't mean to not play this as much, but it just kind of happens. I just find making videos on Session just a little more convenient because I can just like boot it up and just start playing, whereas Skitter XL, a lot of the times there's a few hurdles you have to jump through. The game likes to crash a lot on startup. Sometimes I need to start this game up 3 or 4 times before I can get it running. I also always need to pick an outfit as well because a lot of the time the outfit doesn't fully load in because there's usually a problem with XLGM, because I have to turn off like user generated content in the settings every time I close the game, because if it's on when I boot the game up, for some reason Skitter XL likes to start downloading every single piece of gear in the mod browser. I don't really know why it does it, it's just some weird glitch, but there's just a few more hoops you need to jump through to get booted into Skitter XL because of the just the sheer amount of mods that I have in this game. Whereas Session is just plug and play basically, so it's usually just kind of easier to hop in and just start skating and get inspired to make a video. Whereas Skitter XL, I kind of need to get myself hyped up to play these days. But that being said, it's feeling really good. We got a pretty nice little fit on as well, if I do say so myself. And I think I owe it to my Skitter XL audience out there to play this game a little bit more often, since I'd say the majority of you guys, or at least a good portion of you guys, especially the early subscribers, are here because of the original Skitter XL content. That was a pretty nice line. It really does take a while to kind of warm up and get used to Skitter XL again when I've been playing so much Session. They are two completely different games in a lot of ways. Like, they share a lot of similarities control-wise and stuff, but when it comes to Skitter XL, I feel like there's just so many more nuances and tiny little adjustments that you need to do when it comes to doing tricks in this game to make them look good. I even can't help myself just naturally slip it into the kind of the debate and the topic of Skitter XL versus Session, and I don't mean to get into it, but when you're playing Skitter XL on a Session map, it's kind of hard to compare the two and talk about the two side by side, even though that's kind of the whole thing that I'm memeing with the titles for these videos. That was nice, and it's nice to be able to kind of enjoy and jump between both games. And I feel like more people need to do that, because I feel like a lot of people just stick to one, and they usually have very strong opinions about both games, but they only really ever play the one. But if you take the time to enjoy and kind of appreciate both games for what they are and try and find the fun in both games, it just gives you more freedom to play whichever game you kind of feel like. If you like to play both games, then if you feel like playing Skitter XL, you can play Skitter XL. If you feel like playing Session, you can play Session. And the more you play both of them side by side, the more you kind of get used to both controls, and you can just kind of jump between both games pretty easily. A lot of people ask me how I go between Session and Skitter XL and like still manage to play both games without getting the controls messed up, and it take like the first, I don't know, 20 minutes to kind of get out of the habit of using, say, Session controls in Skitter XL. But then after that first 20 minutes, it's just back to normal. It's like I never stop playing this game. And if you just play both games enough side by side like I do, for obviously for content purposes, really, and also just because I like both games. You just get so used to both games that you can easily slip between the two. Philomene in Skitter XL is a little bit more, it's a little bit easier. The replay editor in Session is definitely more advanced in a lot of ways, but it's just kind of easier and more streamlined to film in Skitter XL. Like, I can just get a clip filmed so much quicker. My filament's definitely a little bit rusty though, just like it was when I was filming in Session, because I just don't record clips that often, or, you know, like film clips really. It's something I used to do in my older videos a lot more, but I just haven't been doing it so much recently, so my filament is a little bit out of practice. Nice. Let's get a big half cap heal over this. I'm really liking half cap heals at the minute. I don't really know why, I just feel like it's a trick I kind of don't do that often, and I'm like, actually half cap heals are really steezy looking. That was weird, man. That is what I love about Skitter XL, is you can just make your tricks look that weird, or as weird or as normal as you want. And if you have your steez really dialed in on the XXL mod, you can just make some of the nicest looking tricks. You watch some edits or people posting clips on Instagram in Skitter XL, and they have their steez and their settings dialed in so perfectly. Just the way they make this game look is just so good. It always makes me jealous too, because I feel like I have not got my my steez and my settings quite as tight as most people do who like really play this game a lot. When you have modded Skitter XL though, it's a lot to stay on top of, because there's so many sliders, so many different mods to try and like get the best settings for it and really get your game looking as good as you can. If we just try and like load up like every mod I have, it gets pretty messy very quickly. There's just so many sliders and so many things. Pretty much every single one of those options, every single one of those sliders does affect how your game looks in some way. It takes a lot of patience, a lot of commitment to really dive into those and really customize them to your liking, to have your unique steez and your unique style and your unique settings for this game. And if Skitter XL is your main game, and this is the game that you really focus on, the game you like to get tricks in, you like to make edits for and things like that, you know, then it's definitely easier to kind of commit a day or two to just focus on perfecting your settings. But when you don't play the game as often, like me, because I'm always jumping between this and Session, for me, delving into the settings and everything now is a pretty big chore. And luckily I have my settings dialed in pretty well to what I like, and I know other people who use my Skitter XL settings also really like them as well, which is awesome. But I just look at some clips and some edits from people playing this now, and I just think to myself, like, damn, I wish I still had the patience to just really go into the settings and just get a complete refresh and make the game look as best as it possibly could. That being said, I think I should start bringing more Skitter XL back to the channel. So what do you guys think? That's pretty nice. Let's actually try and get something worth filming, because we've only filmed one trick so far. That was nice, but I don't think it was worth filming. That was pretty nice. That was pretty nice as well. I like that. Ooh, that was quite steezy. Oof. That was nice. Alright, let's try and get a trick on one of these benches though. Bank to bench, because I do really like this spot, especially in Session. I really like skating that spot. I feel like it's a bit harder to skate in this version. That was pretty nice. Nice kickflip back tail. There's a part of this map that I never really skated before, and it's out here in this car park, and there's also a secret section over there, which I only just discovered when I booted this map up before recording. So we're gonna head over to that in a second, but I never really skated this much before. This little outdoor car park section doesn't have much going on, but we got this nice like mani pad to a big gap there, and we got this nice big kind of ledge curb thing here. That might be one of the worst sacks I've ever seen. Like the sheer force that he fell down onto his balls, that looks very unpleasant. My guy's got a pregnant belly right there. There's a baby inside this man. Okay, so unfortunately I don't think this actually is oh, we just did it again. You got sagged and straight away just hit the dab. That is crazy. But now onto the secret section of this map, which I literally only just discovered for the first time. And it's right here. There's an entire pool here. Alright, let's do that again. We get a front three this time. Nice. I'm not really sure of the kind of speed that I need to hit that coping. Oh, nice. Nose blunt kickflip out. I'd already planned to do this video after my last video. It just so happened that Antics uploaded a map onto Mod.io, which is a remaster of an older map, which is of the New York City Police Headquarters, which you will recognize straight away is also a spot in Session Skate Sim. This is just the one spot recreated as opposed to the whole kind of New York City that Session has. It's just really good timing that this was uploaded pretty much just in time for me to do this video. We'll get a few mani combos on this mani pad right here. Damn, that was steezy. That was interesting, but I'll take it. Ooh, nice. Oh, okay. I mean, look, I'm not normally a fan of 360 hard flips. That was kind of steezy, I'm not gonna lie. That was pretty nice. Kind of caught the kickflip with the front foot though, which isn't really right, but whatever. That was really nice. Oof, alright, I'll take that. Let's hit the ledge here. Nice half cat flip, no slide. What? Nice. Alright, that was pretty nice. And then we'll just finish off, hit this ledge here. Nice. And look at this beautiful view we have right here. Well, I think that's going to do it for the day, guys. Thank you very much for watching. It was really nice to get back into some Skidoo XL, I have to say. So I definitely think I'll be bringing Skidoo XL back to the channel a little bit more frequently. Let me know if you guys want to see more Skidoo XL or you want to see more Session, because ultimately it depends what you guys want to see more of. And also let me know if you think that Session maps are better in Skidoo XL or Skidoo XL maps are better in Session. You decide, let me know, and let's just keep this debate going because it's fun. Why not? Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you in the next video. Peace.